the beloved Son. Welcome to the beloved Son. This is my Son, whom I love. With him I am well pleased. In this story, you will learn about a very special person from the New Testament of the Bible, who is called the beloved Son. As you read, think about the love and kindness he showed to everyone. Throughout the study, I will ask you a question. Don't worry, I will give you the answer a little later, so you have time to think about it as you enjoy the story. Chapter 1. The baptism in a peaceful place called the Jordan River. Something wonderful happened. John the Baptist was there, baptizing people, when Jesus, the beloved Son, came to him. Jesus wanted to show everyone how much he loved them and how important it was to follow God's ways. When Jesus was baptized, something amazing happened. The sky opened, and a beautiful voice from heaven said, "This is my Son, whom I love. With him I am well pleased." Everyone who heard this knew that Jesus was truly special, the beloved Son of God. So, it is question time. Are you ready? Here's a question for you. Young reader, why do you think God called Jesus his beloved Son? What do you think it means to be beloved? Chapter 2. Teaching and healing, Jesus began his journey, traveling from town to town, sharing God's love with everyone he met. He told stories that made people think and feel good inside. One of his favorite stories was about a good Samaritan. Jesus told how a man was hurt on the side of the road, and although many people passed by, a kind Samaritan stopped to help him. This story taught everyone about showing love and kindness, no matter who they are. One day, as Jesus was teaching, he saw a crowd of people who were very sick. Jesus' heart was filled with compassion, and he healed many people. He even brought a little girl back to life. Everyone who saw these miracles knew that Jesus, the beloved Son, had the power to make things right again. Chapter 3. The Last Supper. As Jesus' mission continued, he knew he had to do something very important. One evening, Jesus gathered his closest friends, the disciples, for a special meal called the Last Supper. He took bread, broke it, and gave it to them, saying, "This is my body given for you." Then he took a cup of wine and said, "This is my blood, poured out for you." Jesus wanted his friends to remember his love and the great sacrifice he would make for everyone. They didn't fully understand then, but they knew it was something very special. Chapter 4. A great sacrifice. The next day, Jesus was taken away by the leaders who did not understand his message. They put him on a cross, and Jesus died. But this was not the end of his story. 3 days later, something amazing happened. Jesus rose from the dead just as he had promised. His friends were so happy and amazed to see him alive again. They knew that Jesus, the beloved Son, had conquered death and that his love would last forever. So let's get to today's answer time. Did you think about the question? The beloved Son is Jesus, who showed us God's love through his teachings, miracles, and sacrifice. His greatest act was his sacrifice, giving his life so that we could have a new life full of hope and love. Now, think about how you can show love and kindness to others. Can you think of a way to help someone or show kindness to a friend who needs it? Remember, every act of love brings us closer to the joy and peace that Jesus shared. Thanks for hanging out with us today in this lesson. If you found it useful, consider subscribing.